Praise ye the Lord, hallelujah. Praise ye the Lord, hallelujah. Praise ye the Lord, hallelujah. Praise ye the Lord. Praise ye the Lord, hallelujah.
No pain, no gain. Peace be with you. Today, salvation has come to this house, remarked Jesus when Zacchaeus chose to live a righteous and a holy life. When one truly receives Jesus within his or her heart, we can vividly notice a transformation in the life of that particular person. Generally, if we are involved in the process of bringing a stranded soul to Christ, it gives us a great feeling of having lived a fulfilled life. More so, if the process was painful, it would offer us more happiness because we have endured all the pain for the sake of Jesus Christ. In this situation, we don't concentrate on the pain, but on the gain. The fruits that we attain make us forget all the hardships we have endured along the way. But pain becomes an essential tool. You keep these few lines in your mind and read the first reading of today. It will make sense to you. Paul and Silas are in Philippi. Each day in Philippi, while crossing the Roman market, Paul is pestered by a slave girl who makes her owners rich by fortune telling. An evil spirit in her keeps shouting and drawing the attention of Paul and his companion. Irritated by this, Paul casts the evil spirit out of the girl, to the fury of her owners who see their profits disappear. What happens after this incident is what we have for today's first reading. It is frightening to see what really happens to Paul and Silas. They are dragged before the Roman magistrates to explain their actions. But their voices are drowned by the chanting of the crowds. The magistrates order them to be stripped and flogged, after which they are locked in the inner cell of the prison. Around midnight, however, Paul and Silas are set free by a violent earthquake. The jailer and all his family become believers and are baptized. What Paul and Silas went through was terrible. They had to bear excruciating pain. Still, there was a happy ending. They brought a family to Christ. What do we learn from here? No pain, no gain. You want to do some work for Christ? Then be ready to endure pain. Let me now move on to the gospel passage. Once again, Jesus speaks about the coming of the Paraclete, the Holy Spirit. Jesus made it clear to his apostles that he had to leave so that he could send the Holy Spirit upon them. He was passing on his ministry to his apostles, who were to be strengthened and prepared for the great mission of redemption. The Holy Spirit will guide their way. What do we learn from here? We learn a great lesson from Jesus. We find Jesus being faithful to his Father's will. According to his Father's plan, it was time for Jesus to move from the world, and he was doing it perfectly. It should be the same with us too. We should be ready to hand over and move on if we feel the inspiration from God. Secondly, Jesus had to leave in order to fulfill his mission. Though the disciples or the apostles did not understand this fully, they trusted in him. That is the reason they did not question him back. They had the desire to believe despite their lack of understanding. In our lives too, there may be some things happening which we may not understand fully. Still, can we believe with a surrendered heart in Jesus that everything happens for a reason? Let this be our reflection for today. God bless you.